This is where the big boys play, huh?
I'm back. And I'm back for you. I'm not going to lie. I'm back for me, too.
Who are you to doubt El Dandy? Because this guy's a serious professional.
Hole 3, the moss-covered, three-handle family Gradunzel. I am Sir Michael Cole.
You there, sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
Number 4, armbar.
This ain't no disco. Ain't no country club either. This is the 3 Count Thursday podcast. So let's go, baby.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome 3CT. We are live January the 26th, 2023. We are glad to be back with you for another show. We are still the podcast of the millennium. We hope you are doing well. If you are following along with us live, give us a like, a share, get as many people in here and interacting with us as possible. We would certainly appreciate that. Make sure you head over to 3countthursday.com. That is our homepage. You'll find all of our social media links, our YouTube, and everything else 3CT related. Our merchandise is over at
what a maneuver.
public.com. Wait,
No.
I think that's a
Now we need
wait, I'll fix that in post, I think. It got me all screwed up there. But with the Royal Rumble this weekend, we will have our PW scorecards. We got to see if somebody can knock Tim off his perch as the road to WrestleMania will begin. Head over to digital.prowrestlingscorecards.com. You can create an account. You can actually sign in like via Twitter or Google and some other places as well. You can join our faction with the invite code 67AB85 and get in on the fun. And if you win, you get to pick the People's Champ until the next show, which I think is
Our Revolution.
No, is Elimination Chamber before then? I can't remember. I don't remember
There's I don't believe, is there a pay-per-view in between? Yeah, there is.
I think so.
There is a pay-per-view in between.
Yeah, Elimination Chamber, I think
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Elimination Chamber is
unbelievable.
February 18th.
Great balls of fire.
Too late. You can't just. I already did it.
No, you didn't. You made the noise mouth.
You made mouth noises, Ryan. Let's go around the room. We'll start with you, Ryan.
How you doing?
Hurry this up. Come on. Let's just do. Happy birthday to Real World Hulk, Taylor Wilde, Evil, and Mercedes Monet. So we can skip that when we do the other stupid segment. Next. I got shit to do. Let's get this over with.
You forgot Gordon Soley too, Ryan. He was born
he's not on my list. Sorry.
1929. Matt.
Did I say Road Warrior Hawk or Real World Hawk?
One of those.
One of those two.
I'm
doing well. I will.
They're both not here anymore, but happy birthday.
Give me an on this day, because on this day 5 years ago, intern Mark said that his most used GIF was Cardi B, and that is 100% false.
Bullshit.
What a liar.
Mark, why are you lying?
I'm doing terribly today because Mark just continues to lie to everyone's face.
Unbelievable. This is why we don't pay him. Like everybody wonders, why don't you pay the intern? Why don't you pay the intern? Because he's a liar. That's
Nobody
why.
wonders that anymore.
You're
I
right.
hope Hillbilly eggs your house tonight. Are you muted?
Tim,
How you doing?
Don't encourage him.
I am going to yield my time to Mark to be able to fight these allegations made against him. I'm not representing him. I'm just yielding my time.
Okay. All right. Intern Mark.
How you doing?
Mark, you're muted. Mark, you literally are. I can't unmute you.
How'd that happen?
I
didn't hear
know you
anything I was
muted
saying.
yourself.
I'll be doggone. Huh. Is that right? But anyway, Tim, thank you. You're a good boy. And I'm just sitting here thinking about when
I
the sun
regret
goes
everything
down
so far.
Stop, mute him.
and the moon comes up. Jim, that's about the time I turn into a teenage goo-goo muck. Yeah, I cruise through the city. Then I roam the streets, Big Jim, looking for something that is nice to eat. You better duck, Jim, when I show up. The goo-goo muck.
Do I care?
I think you do care. Let me tell you another thing about Hillbilly.
Oh, God.
I hope he wants to toss some eggs. I'll open the windows. I'll have some frying pans at every window in the house. I'm going to catch those eggs, and I'm going to have an omelet. I hope they're quail eggs. What? I said quail eggs. I love a good quail egg. A quail egg.
What?
Quail eggs.
What?
They're little.
What?
Speckled.
What?
Delicious.
What?
Expensive.
What?
Available at Roots Country Market.
What?
Dude, you're thinking of robin eggs.
No, I'm talking about quail eggs, Smokey. Let me tell you another thing. Today's National Diane Day.
This
What
is
have you
your
done
fault,
for Mama
Jim.
Smokey?
What?
What?
What have you done for Mama Smokey on National Diane Day?
What?
Just that
She's heartbroken.
What?
She's hurt.
What?
She's upset.
What?
She's crying.
What?
Inconsolable.
What?
Sobbing.
What?
She's curled up in a fetal position.
What?
She's very, very upset.
What?
Very upset.
What?
Extremely upset.
What?
She's getting a little angry.
What?
Well, then let me
She
take
said
this moment to wish my loving mom, Mama Smokey, a
Mama
very happy
Smokey.
Diane Day.
What?
Mama Diane Smokey, because that's her real name, Diane. But she
That's that-
prefers Mama Smokey.
That's what she prefers.
Giving out all this personal information on live.
tell you what,
Freak
Right.
Out
We got
Thursday.
first and a last
Look at
name,
this.
Diane Smokey. Now everybody knows.
Diane
Everybody
Smokey.
knows.
They should be
the
walking
girl
down the
there,
grocery
yeah.
store and people are going to recognize her. Mark, thanks.
They're going to say, there's Mama Smokey. That girl is on fire.
What?
Only you. What? Give a hoot, don't pollute. What? Please put out your campfires.
Okay, can we be done with this?
You
This
can just
part?
hit
I don't know,
on
You're the
can
one
we?
that keeps saying what?
I'm the one that keeps saying what, and
I
I'm
think
fine
Tim
with
was gonna
this.
keep
So you were
doing it
saying
too.
what, and then Jim, a moment later, was playing the what sound.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're
It's a
just
nice echo.
encouraging me. They're
What?
encouraging me again, Hillbilly.
So Mark,
What?
you're on trial here, much like Sami Zayn last Monday, and you have no defense at all
Well,
for using and lying 5 years ago about the GIF and or GIF you like
The
to
GIF.
use.
that was the gift that kept on giving Smokey that Cardi B gift. Where she
I
goes,
never
oh,
once saw you use that.
Yeah, I don't think you ever used that.
were we friends 5 years ago? Maybe that's what happened.
You commented on my status, so we must have been.
I'll be darned. So that was my favorite gift 5 years ago. Boy, we've come a
Pretty
long
sure
way.
we've been friends for 100 years because that's sometimes what it feels like.
That's been a long time. This friendship will never end, Big Jim.
I believe that. I believe that.
So the Cardi B, I was all about that. Why, as a matter of fact, I wanted to go see Cardi B in Baltimore, but it was the same night as Bowser's Rock and Roll Party.
Well,
And that's a true story.
well, you can't miss Bowser's Rock and Roll Party.
Yeah, who knows,
Who
when
knows?
you'll see another one of those.
He ain't lying. You don't know when we're going to see another one.
ain't lying.
You
I
see it
reached
every
out to
day in
Bowser.
hell. It's where you see
Imagine having to choose between like a turd sandwich and an old turd sandwich. And then going to Hershey Park to see that old turd sandwich.
Thing
can't-
sucks.
You can't talk like that, Smokey.
Bowser doesn't watch this show.
Can you believe for over 50 years Bowser's made a living out of doing this?
The
Wow.
whole thing sucks.
I don't know about a living.
What?
It's probably like spending money.
Let's say is well, you know,
How much does it
Is
cost
he
to book
paying
the-
for his residency at Hershey Park?
How much does it cost to book the Music Box Theater?
I'm going to find out because I want Bowser back in there with Johnny Cart. What's his name? Johnny Cartano. Tartardo. What's his name?
You don't even know your favorite act of all time.
I
Get him out of
have
here.
no idea who
Johnny.
Johnny Cartography.
Johnny Cartography.
Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona sings these magic changes. Remember they were in Greece.
These
Magic
changes.
Mark, you are doing the worst job at selling the candle box. What is it? Candlebox Theater?
I think
Oh,
they
the,
Matchbox
Music
20
Box
Theater.
did they close
That's
that?
a beautiful theater. It's
Is it
open.
There? That's a shame.
Oh, it's still there. They
Oh.
closed Studio
Aside
H.
from you and Weinberg, who even attends these concerts? Like, can you give away free tickets to a Bowser and Shauna Na
No, you
show?
have to pay admission to Hershey Park.
Yeah.
You pay admission to Hershey, and then
Wait,
the Music Box Theater is free.
Is the theater air conditioned, Mark?
Yeah,
It is.
Oh,
And it's standing room only when Bowser's there.
That's why people go in there, because they book
No, that's
Bowser.
bullshit. It can't be standing room only because every fucking person that they're watching is sitting in a rascal.
That's why it's standing room only, because everybody brings their own chairs.
They have their own chairs.
That's the only reason that it's standing room only, Mark.
That's how you and Mr. Weinberg get front row seats all the time.
I was going to say, Mark and Weinberg sit front row center because it's not.
Are you
chair
sitting in
accessible.
Ethel's lap?
You have no idea
Bowser's
how
lap?
true that really is. Weinberg and I sat front row center last time.
They
That's
booked
that's
Bowser on the
true.
hottest day of July, and so everybody just wants to get in from the heat.
Man. He was up there with Lala Brooks from the Crystals.
Who?
You know Lala Brooks.
No, I don't.
She sang the Do Ron Ron.
You
Oh,
know
you better
that
on
you drastically skew the median age of this podcast down.
I'm sorry that upsets you.
It doesn't upset me. I'm just you name these people like I'm not like I'm old. I'm old like you.
But Tim, you are the
Well,
youngest one, correct?
I am
Tim,
baby. Yes,
He's just
I
a
am
baby
baby.
boy.
Gotta love me.
Yeah. Well,
Now
Not
let
the
me put it in
mama.
wrestling. In wrestling terms, Lala Brooks was dropping her first single when Bruno was having his first title run.
Bruno Mars was never champion.
Well, you should have bought him flowers.
What other acts have you seen up there in the Hershey Park
Oh
Theater?
man, I saw
Like, what
Gloria
other, like-
Gaynor.
Welcome to the Tuesday podcast.
Oh,
Where we
the
don't
Gloria
talk about
Gaynor.
wrestling.
I'm familiar with her. She's
Yeah,
sang
if you
one
haven't
song
listened
we
to
know.
the 3CT podcast on a Tuesday, this is the kind
We
of
already took
Yes.
care of the birthdays and the on this day.
Right.
So-
Yeah, so we're already ahead.
Is there anything
The
else
Gloria-
important on this day? Like, look over your list.
halftime
Honestly.
heat aired. Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah,
90 Rumble 2004 Batista won, so that stank. Raw was canceled in 2015 because of a snowstorm. NXT Takeover Phoenix and the Royal Rumble in 2020. So
hit the
on-
button.
Now that
on
One
this
time.
day,
on this day,
Ding.
the
Not
go.
nailed
Nelson twins were up
there you
there
go,
too,
nailed it.
Snuggie.
Hit the post.
Crushed it.
Who
Remember
what
the
did they
Nelson
sing?
twins?
No.
They sang "After the Rain" and "Love and Affection," but it was a tribute to their dad, Ricky Nelson.
I've heard of Ricky
Ricky
Nelson.
Martin.
Ricky Martin. He was living La Vida Hershey.
Ricky Henderson, the baseball player.
What was that rock band you saw like 2 years ago that had that one song ever?
Oh, the Bay City Rollers.
Nope.
The Bay
Yeah,
City
they sang-
Rollers were there. That's
I
actually.
mean, they sing the
That's
Saturday
actually
Night
kind of
song.
believable. When
Yeah,
does
the- and-
Creed play there? Because I believe they're probably soon.
You
in
take that
line
back.
For
You take that back.
what
They
happened?
sang Saturday night on a Saturday night.
No, that's not the one.
Mark,
it was
did you
not
get
the-
your Nickelback tickets yet?
No, not yet. But this year, when the kids went trick or treating, somebody stuck Nickelback tickets in their Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh man,
Well, I always
how
got to
they-
check those things.
how'd they live?
Well, you know, Nickelback. Speaking of Nickelback, I got tickets to the Central Pennsylvania Music Award Show. So get ready for that.
The
Oof.
whole thing sucks.
Hold your butts.
Why is that? Speaking of Nickelback,
Well, they might be there. You never know.
'Cause I'll take two things that you don't want to actually pay for, Alex.
Who's up for the Central Pennsylvania Music Grammy Award this year?
Man, you got a lot of great bands. You got the Jess Zimmerman band. voted
Yes,
for
you
them.
do.
Jess Zimmerman's going to tear it up. You got Smooth Like Clyde. They're going to be there.
Mark, what would it take for you to ask Jess Zimmerman to spot on our show on Tuesday? We'll just get on and we'll talk music with Jess Zimmerman.
Yo, how about you like tell Jess Zimmerman man to make us a song?
Yeah,
She would do it. She
it
would
could
do
be
it. I'm
like
sure.
all our rowdy friends.
That's what we need.
That
Let's
is
do
what
it.
we need, Mark.
All right.
Hey, now that's a fact. Something 3 count, but we
Oh,
don't do that anymore. We just
I know,
say
Devin. This
3CT
this
or
part's running
CT.
long. That's why we had to cut on this
Devin,
day
the only
short.
thing long in this room. Never mind.
Devin's upset. All right,
My
I'll ask Jess Zimmerman to come on the Tuesday show. I bet she'll do it.
It was the band that sang "She Likes Me for Me."
Oh yeah, that was
Wow.
they were up there. That was
Blessed Union of Souls.
That's it.
yeah, that's who
it.
it was. Yeah, I saw them. They're
If
very
anybody's
nice
curious,
guys.
whatever happened to them?
They have a few
More
songs.
than
It's not just
words.
Really?
one. Yeah.
More than that?
Oh, they had
Didn't know
yeah,
Other
they
hits
had,
in that? That
yeah.
actually does surprise me. I'm not.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
they
trying
had.
to be rude, but
Wow.
Don't be rude.
What's the name of the other one? It's about
They had that one about
him not being allowed to date a white woman.
right.
What's the name of the song?
Cousin Brian says last time Bowser was up for a Grammy, they were made of wood.
That's a lie. Bowser was never up for a
I was
Grammy.
gonna say, he was never. up for a Grammy.
The Grammy was made of wood.
I
That's
guess
her
lying
thing.
runs in that family, though. I mean,
Unbelievable.
Well,
We went aluminum.
you know, I got to find what else they sang because I think that song's "I Believe," Matt, isn't it?
It is. I believe.
That
That's
love is
correct.
the answer.
Yeah.
I believe I have no recollection of that.
I
song.
believe I'll have to check that song out in between shows tonight.
Love is
Yeah,
the
once you hear it,
answer.
you'll remember it.
Believe
They got a lot of radio time.
They
love will find a way.
Wait, Tim. They did a mashup of Bohemian Rhapsody and "She Likes Me" for me to close their show.
That sounds awful.
Oh, it was fantastic.
You know what doesn't sound
I don't care.
awful? Our next topic.
Oh, son of a bitch.
This is fun.
Come on. Can you come in with authority next time?
Saturdays on NBC, these 5 guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. 3 Count Thursday brings to you the wrestler.
I, for one, like the song with Jim. So, son of a bitch, at the beginning. I think it adds character.
Like, well, shit, I screwed this up again.
Oh, son
Poor
of a
Big Jim. Jim, it's all right.
I'm good. I'm good, Mark. Thank you, though.
You just get your big red truck.
So
That's a Jess Zimmerman song.
perfect. Week 41. I figure if I humor him too much, we're gonna go on another 15-minute run.
You
Completely.
don't want to
play
upset
that,
Devin anymore.
Yeah, Devin is all about the business tonight.
Devin,
But,
come out and see Jess.
Well,
at
too
the
bad he
Black,
doesn't run this effing show.
He doesn't.
She'll be at
Who
Mickey's
does run
Black
this
Box in
show
Lidditz.
anyway?
Shut up. What about Lidditz?
Jess Zimmerman's going to be there next month at Mickey's Black Box.
Are you
Great.
serious?
Big Black Box.
Week
I saw the
41.
Jess Zimmerman band with you, Mark. Where was that the Effort Affair?
That was the Effort Affair. She
They
was
closed
Farda?
to "Don't Stop Believing" or something.
Yeah, she,
Mark,
man,
are you
that got
are you
me-
coming to the show at the Mickey's Black Box?
I'd like to. I ain't lying.
He wouldn't
I'd
have
like
a
to
choice.
be there. There would be no choice given.
Week number 41 in our standings, getting all the more close. Yes, Mark.
My final thought, Matt. I would probably have to pay for my entire seat at Mickey's Black Box,
Oh God.
but I would only need the edge.
Oh damn it! I didn't get to mute him in time.
You know what you need to have
Yes,
is
sir.
you need that the chow bow 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 out anytime he makes those stupid jokes.
Ciao!
And if you
I
can't
do.
find that sound effect, just isolate the audio from Tim doing it just moments ago.
Actually, yeah,
That'll be it.
Perfect.
I might do that.
Bam!
Bow.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But week 41,
Here we
Tim,
go.
you want to lead us off with your people's champ for the week?
I kind of talked about it on Twitter a little bit. I always forget how great the Briscoes are until I watch the Briscoes do their thing. And then I'm like, fuck, these guys are effing great. The people's champ this week is Mark Briscoe. Might be right now Tim's number one favorite wrestler. Just from like being reminded how great he is in the ring. Absolutely fantastic.
Can we talk about that match a little bit?
Can we please? I would love to.
Like, man, I tweeted this after the match. I can't remember the last time watching wrestling that I was that emotional about it. Like, from Jay Lethal just bawling from the minute he hit the stage, Mark carrying out both belts, like everything about that, and the match was perfect. the post match with everybody out on the stage and the closing shot, like, man, it was so perfectly executed. I thought commentary did a great job. Yeah, I mean, it's already on my match of the year list for this year already. Just it was spectacular. It was extremely emotional too.
Absolutely match of the year candidate. Everybody hit their marks. Commentary did a phenomenal job putting everything over. Kudos to Ian Riccaboni and Caprice Coleman. Kudos for Tony Khan for making this happen too. Let's give Khan some of his flowers for this too. And
slow down, Ryan. Slow down.
I'm not saying he's Booker of the Year or anything.
Yeah, no, we'll allow it. We'll allow it for this one, Matt. We'll make an exception
for like making the call to put the Ring of Honor commentary team for this match, which is a Ring of Honor match. Like I said, every guy hit their spot. We saw some outside brawling, Froggy Bo. It was a perfect fucking match. Absolutely should be on everybody's match of the year list at least already. It may not make it to the bottom 5 at the end of the year, but it's going to be really hard to knock this off and not be in my top 5. Very emotional. Tears
Mark
in my
has
eyes.
a dissenting opinion. He was wagging his finger at you.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
I'll start making your match of the year list now, so you don't have to remember in December, Smokey.
I'm literally updating it right now that we're talking about it.
Speaking of song of the year, what do you think about Miley Cyrus's Flowers song? That's got to be in the conversation.
So anyway, the match last night, I felt like it was kind of one of those things that was perfectly timed in terms of everything that was involved in it. I think that the moment was right. I think doing it last week might have been too soon for this. So I think that giving everything that week to kind of give people a chance to get their emotions where they need them to be for a match like that, it was one that paid off well for them with the wait, and for the fans as well, for the viewers. I think that everyone all around just got treated to a spectacular show.
Yeah, Big Mike points out too, Bobby Cruz doing the introductions. Yeah, and I think last week too, because there was still a lot up in the air in terms of the daughters. So, giving the situation a chance to have the time for sure, I think kind of assisted, because obviously, for Mark to have had to have been there, with his family, that it only happened the day before too. So, definitely giving it that week was needed. But Tim.
Nah, man. The special matches, special moments. That finish will forever and always be called the J Driller. I don't care what anybody says. That's J Driller. And I'm gonna say it
here,
right,
Mark. You better fucking be singing "Give Me Back My Bullets," or I'm gonna fucking jump through this screen.
And I'm gonna say right now, it's unfortunate that Jay Briscoe passed away, but if we get more Mark Briscoe because of it, an unintended awesome. Like, it sucks that it had to be that way. And I'm ready for Mark Briscoe, ROH champion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Like Mark got a bit overshadowed with Jay as well. So again, like you said, it's unintentional, but Mark being able to stand on his own and go in the ring the way we saw last night is a good thing.
I mean, good question by cousin Brian here. Did TBS have a change of heart, or was all the reporting about them not allowing attribute fake news? I mean, honestly, I don't know either way. Here's the thing: we haven't seen the Briscoes on AEW TV. I mean, since the time that Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor until last night. So there at least, I think, had to be some degree of smoke to the to the reports that Warner Media was not allowing them to be used on AEW TV. I don't know what exactly happened to have that match and everything go on last night. maybe one day we'll find out the true story and all of that. But like, whatever it took, I don't like whatever Tony Khan or whoever it was that took care of that. Kudos to him, because I think everybody needed that. And hopefully it leads to more, like Tim said, hopefully it leads to more Mark Briscoe on our TVs.
Yeah, I think the truth lies somewhere in between the two. That I think it was a bit overfabricated and probably built up more than it was. But let's not. I mean, I think it's just stemming from the comments that were made years ago about homosexuals, and I forget exactly what was said. But they have since, like, they have both repented and said, like, we were wrong and we've learned from it. And the night of Jay's passing, Effie had come out and said, like, look, I worked with the Briscoes and I was told these guys aren't going to respect you for who you are, and they were nothing but respectful, and they showed love, and they have changed. So I believe in, you can grow and you can do things in your past and make mistakes and you can grow from them and be better people. And I feel like the Briscoes took all of the steps, and it's a shame that they weren't given their flowers and their recognition prior to Jay passing for the steps that they took to be better people. But I think it's time to let bygones be bygones. And if Tony Khan played a big part in that, kudos to Tony.
3 tweets that I saw on the way after Dynamite from Not That Tom Green, follow of mine. Okay. His son is a huge wrestling fan, Nolly. And so his son said, I wish everyone who died could come back for one day so we could let them know how much we love them. Nolly meant wrestlers in general, but I think that was a pretty bold statement. Nolly was asking a bunch of questions about Jay Briscoe, and then he laid it on him and said, you always say you don't have to say it's okay to a sorry, but everyone's allowed to do better next time. Why wasn't he?
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of where it is. And it's not to make this like a referendum on like our culture now, but you have to let people grow.
For
people
sure.
Make mistakes to grow.
Yeah, exactly.
And they don't like make mistakes on purpose, but
no. And I feel like we've even echoed those thoughts. Like, nothing about our show is like pro cancel culture. I feel like we've always been consequences culture. If you do something, there should be consequences for them. But I feel like once you pay for those consequences, you should be able to move on and do and move away from whatever originally brought on those consequences. That's how this should work. That's how the prison system should work. That's how tweets should work. That's how words should work. If you say something that truthfully does upset somebody, you should be able to say, hey, I fucked up, I'm sorry, and then hopefully we should be able to move on from this. I had a bunch of funny fucking things about Tom Green to say there about bum and pizza and everything, but that was deep.
Oh, I forgot to unmute Mark. I think he wore himself out.
Hours.
Oh.
Hours. That's about how it goes, though.
All right. Well, we certainly,
I'm sure you guys heard it.
We did. We appreciate that. It was good. It was like a good backing track for what we were talking about.
Well, you got to give your flowers.
That's right. Yeah. Anything else regarding that match? Like I said, it was real good. Does anybody want to lead us off with their wrestlers of the week?
Let's just make it easy, Jim, and go in order. Let's go around the bend.
All right, Ryan, we'll start with you then.
I meant the other Ben.
Nope, too
Whatever.
bad.
Mark Briscoe, number 1, absolutely stellar match. I couldn't do it. Oh my gosh, how can I compete with that?
Oh,
what a majestic creature.
Kirby the Magnificent Fluffy Dog. Look at that.
Look at him. He's wonderful.
Look
He's
at
so
him.
magnificent. Make him look at us.
Look over here, Kirby. Heel boy. That's that heel.
He can't hear you.
He can't hear you. That's the problem.
He's a good boy.
Number 2, Jay Lethal. Oh, there he is. Look at that. What a beautiful mutt.
Look at him.
He's wonderful.
Look at it.
Jay Lethal.
He's a good boy.
Takes 2 to dance. Sami Zayn. The rest of mine belong to one different segment. It was the opening segment on the 30th anniversary of Raw. Sami Zayn He was forgiven. He is found not guilty for now. For now. Paul Heyman did an excellent job in being the prosecutor there. Loved every moment of it. Jey Uso had an important role in that segment as well. I love just all like the little splinterings we're seeing within the bloodline, and the little looks that everybody's shooting each other. Such a great segment. Great storytelling.
Has anybody else seen the clip? Somebody took where Roman was screaming at Sammy and then called on Solo, and they pitched it up super high.
No, but I'd love to see it.
I'll have to.
Fantastic.
I'll have to see if I can find it. It's really good. Matt, go ahead with yours.
Yep. So in fifth place, I had the Usos retain their titles since titles matter this year, apparently. In fourth place, I have Brandon Kirk retained his H2O title over the weekend. Congrats to him. Third place, Chance and Carter for retaining their tag titles on NXT. Congrats to them. Second place, Deonna Purrazzo came back to Impact and had a nice squash match and was named to the AAA Team America or Team USA World Cup. So
America.
Good week for her. I'm surprised Jordan Grace didn't make Mark's list since she also made that team, but I guess you'd have to be a fan of Jordan Grace to do that. And in first place, Mark Briscoe. Fantastic matches, as we discussed.
All right. Tim.
Number 5 in his final bye-bye, the Great Muta. I will always pay respect to one of my top 3, my holy trinity of favorite wrestlers of all time. Number 4, Roman Reigns for the command he showed during the trial segment of Sami Zayn. Be the ones. Jey Uso for the amazing turn of events that took place during the trial, with Jey actually being the one to stand up for Sami and make it count for him. That is so touching. Sami Zayn, obviously, not only being found not guilty for now, but also being a true Uso and stepping in for Jimmy and helping retain the tag titles, and then being honest and hopeful enough to not claim ownership of the tag titles and handing all of the titles back to Jey so he and Jimmy can stay tag champions.
That's right.
No controversy there. And number 1, of course, Mark Briscoe, the early runaway match of the year candidate so far. Fantastic match, fantastic moment. A match that shouldn't be forgotten even this late in the or even later in the year. Ryan?
You said Muta was in your trinity. Was it Sting and Liger?
No, Sting and Mark. Mark from Texas.
Oh, Mark. Okay.
Yep. Not intern Mark.
I was wondering
I'm
how
from
he
PA.
ranked.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Intern Mark, you're 5 for the week.
Hello. Well, let's see. Number 5, I had Carter and Chance. Carter and Chance. It sounds like that new game from Milton Bradley.
It's Jimmy Carter and his vice president,
Jimmy
Chance
Carter.
from Real Chance of Love.
Correct. They're coming back. Carter and Chance 2024. They had a great match. Retained their tag team titles.
Against
then,
who?
They wrestled. It was Sol Roca and Alba Fire. Hello.
I don't know if it was Sol Roca or not, but I know it's Alba Fire. Cool.
Sol
Continue. You live. You get to live.
Thank you, Timothy. Next, I had the Usos because they had such a good match. And that whole tribal thing was a lot of fun. And honestly, having Sammy slide in there, I really enjoyed that match as well. It's my second favorite match of the week. And number 3, speaking of Samuel Zayn, he took number 3. Then I have Jay Deadly. Is that his name? Lethal. Jay Lethal. He had what a match. Great match. And number 1 was Mark Briscoe, because that's Mark Stick Together. And he even spells it the right way.
It's not Mark
Go
with
get
the
him,
C.
Mark. There's a few Marks with a C. No, and that's okay.
That's
But
okay.
Mark with a K is a little better.
Mark Summers.
Mark Summers.
Yeah, Mark Summers is with a C. You're right. All right, to my
We used to
five.
work with the Mark with the C.
We did. I wonder what happened to Mark with the C.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably
Jim?
dead.
Mark C.
My number five, Brian Danielson, defeated Brian Cage last night to continue his journey towards hopefully getting his match with MJF at our Evolution. Another fantastic piece of work by Danielson. My number 4, Jey Uso, for being part of the team that retained his tag team titles and saving Sammy from the Samoan Spike. Sammy, of course, for his fantastic work and being declared not guilty for now. Yet Devin says he was there. The crowd during the trial was amazing, I'm sure. Definitely. Crowd definitely seemed hot for that segment. And my 2 and 1 this week. Number 2, Jay Lethal. Being part of that match last night was something special. And like you said, everybody needs a dance partner, but number 1 easily this week without question, Mark Briscoe, for going out there and performing last night. Absolutely, I'm with you, Ryan. There's no way I could do that.
Jim, you said that's an easy choice, but didn't one of us put Jay Lethal first originally?
I'm not sure about that.
No. Oh God.
Where'd Mark go?
Quiet. They can't see me right now. Quiet.
I think Mark made a typo. I assume it was merely a typo. Tim, what was the standings for the week and for the year?
For the week, tie for 5th with Deonna Purrazzo, Caden Carter, and Katana Chance, all receiving 2 points. Jey Uso getting 4, Sami Zayn with 6, Jay Lethal with 8, and Mark Briscoe getting 5 first place votes. A full get an asterisk on your list if you make the top 10 for tiebreakers. First place unanimous votes for Mark. For the year, let us pour one out for 2 people in particular, and that would be CM Punk and Wardlow, because they are officially off of the top 10.
Oh man.
As Mark Briscoe has found his way into the top 10. Sami Zayn has also catapulted himself away from the pack as well. Jey Uso in the lead with 44, Sammy 40, Claudio and Jimmy tied for 3rd, the Briscoes and Roman Reigns at 5, John Moxley, Taya Valkyrie at 8, Josh Alexander at 10. The contention is still very tight near the bottom end of the draft, or not the draft, but the bottom end of the top 10. So there is still tons and tons of wiggle room to make your last push towards WrestleMania week, which is the end of season 2.
All right. That's where we close out week 41.
Since John Moxley and Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. These 5 guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. Come Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.
The 3 count question of the week.
All right. Royal Rumble coming up this Saturday. We're going to be previewing that here in just a second, but thought I would just kind of gauge where everybody's at and your excitement level for this year's Royal Rumble. And then we will head into our preview. But insert Mark, where are you at? Scale of 1 to 10.
Where are you at?
Most excited. Number 1. Well, most people's excitement level will be about seeing Bowser and at the Hershey Box Theater or whatever the hell it's called. But 1 to 10, Mark, where are you at?
So 1 would be Bowser.
Yeah, well, for most people, Bowser.
Oh, for most people. Oh.
10 is you for Bowser.
Oh my God! Then put me at an 11. I'm more excited about going over to a friend's house Saturday to watch the Big Show. I got
Big Show's going to be there.
Yeah, Big Show's not going to be there, my guy.
Big Show.
Jim's
gonna have his marathon, the Big Show before.
He's the host.
About
the show.
Paul White might be here.
That's
I'm going to bring some delicious chewy candy to surprise the boys. I'm going to see there some some high chew candy,
Oh God.
and I put my excitement level at an 8.
The whole thing sucks.
All right, Tim, where are you at?
I'm at a solid 6.
Okay.
Just because it's Royal Rumble season. I love the Royal Rumble. So I got to put respect on it. But that may be a real hopeful 6.
Okay.
I hope I'm not disappointed fully, but right now I'm managing my expectations.
Smart. That's a smart
But
play.
I know one thing. though, and we'll
That
bring it up
narcotic?
again.
What do you
I
got?
can't wait to get my hands on that Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
Oh shit! I need to pick some of that up. I do want to have some of that.
Y'all need to drink one in honor of the Pitch Black match. I got a 6er for me and Marcus.
Cat.
Three.
I have
you're
not
going
had
3 and
this
3.
yet.
You guys aren't going to sleep for days. How about it?
I have not had one of these yet.
What are they grape?
Oh God!
I mean, I just assume because it's purple.
They're
It is
pitch
a
black
blast
smoky.
of dark citrus punch flavor with other natural flavors. So that's promising.
That sounds
Yeah,
good.
if it'll probably burn going in, but that's I'll be all right. You'll be fine.
She said.
Matt, where are you at excitement level?
She didn't have a
I'll
choice.
put it at a 7. I always enjoy the Rumble, even when it's kind of obvious in terms of what's going to happen. I don't think it's as obvious this year as it has been in years past. So I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm at a 7, Jim.
You think? So cousin Brian, cousin Brian says Pitch Black is grape and delicious. So gets the endorsement from cousin Brian.
Pitch
Ryan,
black.
where are you at excitement wise?
I'm about there.
I'm a sausage
Close
guy.
to where Tim is, close to where Matt is. If Tim's a 6 and Matt's a 7, I'll say I'm a 6.5.
There you go.
The matches, the Rumbles, I'm always intrigued. I feel like there's I think we talked before we went on there, like 7 women announced, so there's 23 surprises. I mean, you know, they're going to be some of the women that haven't been announced yet, but
7 women, 16 men have been announced.
Oh, they added one.
Maybe they can add the Bellas and then just not have them appear.
They added Dominic today.
Oh, okay. So Dominic's 16, I guess.
Dominic the donkey.
So there's like 14 surprises, but it's whittled down to like actually 3. Like the Hurricane will probably come out and like 2 others, but you know, maybe Tatanka because he was supposed to be booked. I don't know.
I think the Hurricane.
Maybe they'll bring in DDP and use him for another poker segment. Who knows?
Maybe. Maybe.
But yeah, I'm a 6.5, maybe a 6.7.
Oh, there you go. Maybe.
I'll be darned.
I'm gonna go 8, man. I love the Rumble. It's to me, it's the most fun show of the year to watch. Like I love the Rumble matches. Obviously, you're gonna get some surprises, and this year, and we'll talk about it. I think there's probably multiple viable candidates for at least the men's Rumble win. So there's a lot of different ways the WWE can go. It's Triple H's first Rumble as head of creative. So, you know, I think that, well, maybe
it's Vince's 33rd Rumble.
Maybe
allegedly.
You know, it's we'll see. We'll see how everything shakes out. We got we got Big Mike's Rumble pool, so there's plenty of excitement there. Cousin Brian said he's an 8 favorite event of the year. He likes the lack of entrant. Yeah, so that's kind of been like this.
Mark, real quick for the Rumble pool, have you sent your money Pony Express yet?
I have a money order from Wise Markets.
Paul Revere's going to write it down.
There you go. You know he's in Florida, right? Like
Florida.
Devin says he's a 10. He's looking forward to it. See what Triple H has up his sleeve.
He did say he's excited.
Devin's at full mast.
He's a solid 10, he said.
Charlie in the Facebook comments said he's a 10. Chase is a 7, allegedly. And Richard said he's a 5. Not a fan of the other matches, but always loves the Rumble match. So
That's about right.
Maybe Doink the Cloud will come out.
So
Dink and dink.
I've seen a lot of people talking about how the WWE hasn't announced a lot of superstars, especially in the Women's Rumble. Like for the Women's Rumble right now, Liv Morgan, Candice LeRae, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, Zelina Vega, and Emma are the only 7 announced. For the men so far, it's Kofi Kingston, Santos Escobar, Ricochet, Austin Theory, Seth freaking Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Aaron Corbin, Rey Mysterio,
Do it again, Jim.
Gunther, Cody Rhodes, Omos, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, Karrion Kross, and most recently Dominic Mysterio. So 2 Rumbles, 60 competitors. There's been a total of 23 announced between the two. Some people not a fan of the lack of entrance, but others are. Tim is not one of them. So why does that bother you, Tim?
This is for an opportunity to main event WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And you mean to tell me that going into the chance to main event and fight for the biggest prize at the biggest stage, and we don't have 30 people announced for both, makes me feel like the Rumble's less than. If you don't have spots filled, then it makes me think that you're struggling to find people to put in it. If you had 30, you'd name 30. The surprise of the Royal Rumble is when when they come out. I don't need a double surprise of, oh, I didn't know Rob Van Dam's going to show up at 28.
Tim,
Does this guy not remember Edge?
I was just about
ago?
to say, man, I sat a couple
Oh, damn it. I wish it was Otis.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. Okay. Edge was retired. I didn't think he was ever going to come back. I understand. I can understand and I can appreciate. Okay, I can appreciate if there's 1 or 2 people left off for surprises. You mean to tell me there's 24 surprises for the Women's Rumble?
23.
I can't even think of 23 people who would surprise me to be in the Rumble for the women.
What about Fabulous Moolah?
Sonny.
She's dead. She's dead.
in prison. She's in prison, I think. Is she still in prison?
So you could be surprised. What if she comes out and her parole officer is right behind her as the next entrant?
So Nails is going to be
unless her house is put in the middle of the ring. So she doesn't violate house arrest.
Let's
has a mobile home.
Be generous and assume she has a house at all, Tim.
I know.
Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty bold claim that we're assuming she has a house, but it's neither here nor there.
I don't necessarily disagree fully with Tim, but I love the surprises. But I only need like 5 to 7. When they always were announcing like 28, 29 entrants, then I'm like, that takes the fun out of it completely. But I also don't need 16 surprise entrants.
Yeah, I feel like only having 7 entrants announced is very light, especially when the women's roster has been kind of reloaded a bit since last year.
Can I call some shit on Pro Wrestling Scorecards really quick?
Oh, sure. I
Yeah,
haven't even looked at mine yet.
Announced that they fucked up some things up.
Oh, like for example, of the unscheduled appearances that you can put down, you can say that Brody Lee's going to be there.
Oh, for heaven's sake!
What about Mr. Perfect?
Brody Lee is on the drop down.
Oh boy, yeah, we might.
What about Rick Rude?
About that one,
I'm looking up Mr. Perfect right now. Probably not. Mr. Perfect's probably not on here.
Please tell me Mr. Perfect's there.
Mr. McMahon, Mr. T.
I mean, Mr. McMahon could be there. Let's be honest.
There's no way.
Scotty says he's a fucking 10. He's pumped. Mike says,
would you put it at a 0% chance, Ryan?
I would put it that somebody else has a better percent chance.
Oh, that's not a bold claim at all.
Yes.
Well, remember what happened last year, though? Shane McMahon made an appearance.
The best in the world.
Pat McAfee is for sure going to be there.
I would be shocked if he's not.
Is Pat McAfee an option on the scorecard?
Probably.
Look,
He
He's not
should.
announced.
He should be. Man, Greg Hamilton can go.
Matt McAfee.
Matt McAfee will be there.
Shane McMahon.
Reminds me, I need to pack my Shane McMahon jersey to bring just in case he does.
Oh my gosh, here
Show
comes
up.
the money.
That's true. You got to be ready. You got to be ready at all times, Matt.
You think Tim popped when Edge's music hit? I'm liable to fucking run a hole through your wall.
He like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah.
God.
Yeah.
The Kool-Aid man.
The Kool-Aid man.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think there are probably a couple more competitors announced tomorrow on SmackDown. So like the men's will probably get somewhere in the area of 20. I think that's a good number. But yeah, like the women's one definitely feels light on announcements for sure.
And of the 20, 5 maybe like regular competing wrestlers, and with only a few surprises, 3 surprises, even 8 months. You know what I mean? Like you don't need 10 fucking hurricanes to come out.
Correct.
I
would be all right with the hurricane coming out 10 separate times.
10 separate times.
I think you come out as
Helms.
tropical depression.
like the scheduled appearances, like there's so many names that aren't named for the Rumble that it's, or especially for the women, that's disgusting.
Right, Natty's not listed.
I don't want to like give people answers for their scorecard, so I don't want to like say because I'm still trying to keep number 1.
But
for all of
Natalia Neidhart.
Correct.
I can
She
tell you,
also
Tim,
hasn't-
you'll probably beat me because I won't remember to fill out a card.
She also hasn't. She also
We'll
hasn't
remind
been
you
on
on
TV
Saturday.
in like a while. But there's people who were
She's
on
been
television.
on the Twitters.
She's been on television. I know she has, respectfully.
She's been on the gram.
There are people that have been on TV as recently as Monday night that are not scheduled to be on the Rumble.
Better chance. Scotty has better chance to appear. Austin or Trish Stratus?
Both.
Yeah, I was gonna say both. All of the above.
Both of them.
You
Both of them.
think
That's
Austin
2.
showing up?
Both of them. It's in Texas. It's right down the street, my guy.
Yeah, he may not be in the Rumble, but he's gonna be there.
Let me
I
ask you
bet
this.
he's in the
We all-
Rumble.
We all
Dude,
watched Monday.
They already Broken's El Segundo Brewing announced that both the IPA and the lager will be for sale in the Alamo Dome. Austin is 100% going to be there.
He's gonna be there, man.
What was that?
I'm
was-
just making that
that's
face.
That
Just
was
making
a
that face. at El-
people's eyebrow, I think.
No, it was me just being like, El Segundo Brewery saying that everything's gonna. Yep, he's gonna fucking be there. Can't wait. Break glass.
Scotty
Fucking
thinks Jay White's going to be there.
Mm.
We'll see.
Jay White.
The WWE gives a shit about Jay White,
I
unfortunately.
don't think they care.
Do they want a younger Seth Rollins?
I'm excited. I think it would add some good matches. I don't know where he fits in the WWE though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Speaking of people coming back in wrestling, let's touch base on Monday night real quick. Is the Undertaker going to wrestle at Mania?
No.
No, I hope not.
I
You
hope
don't
to
think-
God.
I kind of
You think that was just the passing of the torch?
kinda. That's kind of how it felt. That's kind of how it felt, and even how both of them
I
reacted.
feel like that's
to
how
it.
it felt until he whispered something in his ear.
Yeah, I think he said, "I can't do this shit anymore. I can't even start my bike." I think that's sort of the deal.
I really gotta take a shit.
Yeah, he's like somebody shitting my gas tank. But yeah,
At what point, if you're the Undertaker, you just not like start walking it up shamelessly, like you ran out of gas on the side of a road?
just brutal.
Let's
No,
go
I
around
don't
the horn.
want that. Scotty wants LA Knight versus Austin at Mania. I don't want Austin to wrestle.
Oh,
I don't want Austin to wrestle again.
Yeah.
Leave
Yeah,
it at last year.
I
man.
do.
It was so good. Leave it at last year.
Give me some Mountain Dew, pitch black. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to the fan in the front row who told him how to turn the
saw
bike
that.
off.
Yeah, you turn the and then and the clutch.
But yeah, obviously let's talk about it here. 3 matches and then the Rumble matches themselves. But we will start with the singles match for the Raw Women's title. Bianca Belair defending against Alexa Bliss. Ryan, who do you got in this one?
Bianca Belair.
All right, Matt.
Bianca Belair.
Tim.
Bianca retains.
Mark.
My favorite breath spray, Bianca.
You want to say that B word one more time with a little more emphasis?
The what spray?
The breath.
The breath with the
breath.
TH.
The breath.
Yeah,
the
Bianca.
breath spray.
He's
Bianca
saying it like
retains.
Dusty Rhodes. Listen, look at her breath spray.
Let me tell you something, Tim. I need
Mike
a little bit
doesn't
of
care.
breath spray.
About what?
Mike's
About the
upset.
match. Devin has Bianca.
Do they
and
still make Banaka?
Scotty
I think they
has
make
Bianca,
Banaka.
but he says Uncle Howdy
Bianca
shows
the
up.
breath spray.
I've not seen that shit in years.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe that that's still made. All right, we go then to the singles
I found
match.
some at Roots.
That
That I
doesn't mean
believe.
it's still made, Mark. Singles match for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Roman Reigns defending against Kevin Owens, Ryan.
Oh, Roman Reigns, obviously.
Obviously. Matt.
Yeah, it's going to be Roman Reigns.
Tim.
Wow.
Oh, wow, we have been graced.
Oh, man.
Acknowledge me.
Fists and all. Intern Mark.
Romania! Reigns.
Wow. Yeah, Roman Reigns. Reigns all around.
That's the toughest thing I've ever seen, too.
My gosh. That's amazing.
I didn't even buy it.
Kevin has
You didn't
Roman,
see the,
Scotty has Roman, and then they beat down Zayn after. And all right, let's go on to the next one. We have the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match.
Wow.
Mike has Road and Range to win the
Road and Range.
title. Bray Wyatt taking on LA Knight. Ryan, who do you got?
There's zero chance Bray Wyatt loses this match.
Are we hitting the button?
Lock it in.
0.0.
Well,
That's
Well,
it.
sorry, Bray fans.
Thanks for playing, Bray. Matt, who do you got?
Yeah, Bray, but I won't put a number on it like an asshole.
Good, thank you. Tim.
You're not sorry. Don't act like you're sorry.
Hold on. So I got. I have something that I need to play for this. Are you ready?
Yeah,
You
sure.
know what Mountain Dew Pitch Black and Bray Wyatt have in common, right? They're both available for a limited time.
Yeah. The winner is LA Knight. LA Knight.
Dude,
yeah.
that dude better have gold of some kind around his waist this year.
Doesn't need it. Yeah.
He's so
Let me
good.
talk to you. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to fully forget about Cody Rhodes for 45 minutes and be fully on the LA Knight quill. Cannot
The
wait.
LA Night Quill.
That's
Is
right.
that what you-
It's
is that what you just said? Wow.
yo. It's a drug.
You're on
And,
one.
and you want to know what it tastes like? You
Monday
wanna know
Night
what it tastes
Nectar.
like? It tastes like Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
I love there used to be a time where Tim would not put anything with a brand name on
Do
video
you
because
not remember? Do you not remember the time that I tried to make Zoa a thing on
Man,
Three
God,
Count
it was
Thursday?
Right.
forever.
I
Yep.
do remember that.
That
was
good.
pre-pandemic, right? Or was that during
Yeah,
the
and also my body started rejecting me after that, so I stopped.
Now, Jim,
Dew
are you
Pitch
gonna
Black.
have Pitch Black on hand for the?
I will I'm
gathering?
gonna make sure I get some
You need
some
to-
for Saturday.
You need to make a rushed order to your super secret science job and order a soda fountain, and then just put all your
God,
Mountain
you're
Dew
kidding
Code Red, yeah, in it.
Why
I
would
will
we put
bring
Code
the,
Red in
the
it?
Broken Skull.
Or not Code Red,
IPAs
your
that if
Pitch
you have
Black, dummy.
Pitch Black.
Yeah, if we can make sure we have some of. I think I have some Skull IPAs as well. But yeah, I'll make sure we
Yeah.
get some Pitch Black in the house for sure. I got to make a cereal run tomorrow anyway.
Ryan looks so disappointed in me.
He's not happy with you. Intern Mark, who do you got here?
Will you have Yoo-Hoo Saturday, Jim?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about cranberry ginger
Are we at
ale?
Jim's on Saturday?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Mark,
Yeah.
who do you got here? Bray Wyatt
Or
or LA Knight?
Elegante. Elegante and Bray Wyatt. I gotta go with Bray Wyatt.
All
There's a
right.
chance Brody Lee may show up. I saw in the scorecard. So
Jesus Christ.
That cross-eyed half-wit Bray Wyatt.
Uh-oh.
Mark, why don't you bring the Yoo-Hoo?
You can bring your own Yoo-Hoo.
you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Save the money from that
Just
god
like
awful
I'm bringing
cowtail.
my own Mountain Dew pitch black.
By the way, Ryan, I found the one sad cowtail that you slipped into my gift bag. And
Did you eat it?
Merry
no,
late
it went
Christmas.
immediately into the trash. And then my wife was disappointed because she's like, I would have had it. And I said,
Oh, and then you
What
were
night do you-
disappointed that she said that, right?
I was.
Good.
Is
All right.
Tuesday night still
I
trash
had
night,
Brett.
Matt?
Got Bray Wyatt winning this matchup.
What?
Is Tuesday night still trash night at your place?
No.
I'm just wondering.
Devin has
That's
Bray.
all. No reason.
Scotty has LA Knight wins because of Uncle Howdy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Uncle Howdy. Well, howdy. That sounds like something that Anne Marie would say to Hillbilly. Well, howdy, Hillbilly. Come on in. Fix yourself a plate there. I know you're hungry.
Mike says just the facts. LA Knight. Yeah. All right. Then we go to the 30-woman Royal Rumble match for women's championship match at WrestleMania 39. Like I had announced the competitors earlier. Currently, the betting favorite for this one, Rhea Ripley, is minus 300. Raquel Rodriguez is plus 600. Asuka plus 900. Ronda Rousey plus 1900. Becky Lynch plus 1900. Because apparently you can bet on this stuff. But Ryan, who do you got here?
I don't know. I saw their cut a promo the other day, and it's the first name that came to mind when you asked me. So I will say Shayna Baszler.
Okay. All right.
Huh.
Matt.
I was gonna say Becky Lynch, but let's go with a dark horse pick instead. Natty. No, give me Naomi.
Tim.
Mommy.
Wait, you would rather pick somebody that's not even on the roster than Natalya Neidhart?
Yes, 100%.
That makes sense.
That tracks.
That checks out.
I don't hear you guys picking her.
That's a fair point.
I would, but
Jim hasn't gone yet.
It would just be too obvious.
What are the odds on Natty winning?
Not listed on this site that I looked.
0.0.
Look, I love Natty, but if she wins the Royal Rumble, that's bad business. That's bad business.
I'd put $1 on Natty on a betting app.
Yeah, I probably would.
And that payout's got to be $150, $200.
I wonder what the
bet.
odds are on something like that.
I say they do DraftKings, right?
I didn't see anything on the DraftKings app.
Intermark, who do you got in the women's Rumble?
I like that Rhea Ripples. I'd like to see Ripples take it.
Yeah, that's my pick too. The whole Judgment Day thing. It definitely does feel like it is Ripley's to lose. Devin has Ripley, Mike has Ripley, and Scotty has Liv Morgan. He also says 0 chance Rousey shows up. Probably not, but literally those are just the betting odds that were listed. All right, men's Royal Rumble match. Ryan, who do you got here?
Can you read the names again of the people that have been announced?
The competitors announced for this one: Kofi, Santos Escobar, Ricochet, Austin the Roy, Seth freaking Rollins. We got
Bobby
Lashley, Baron Corbin, Rey Mysterio, Gunther, Cody Rhodes, Omos, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, Karrion Kross, and Dominic Mysterio.
God, I hate all of them.
You're not a Bobby guy, huh?
No, I just don't think Bobby needs to win it. Bob has his hands full with Brock Lesnar, who will probably win it. Brock Lesnar.
Probably. Oh, let me give the betting odds on this one as well. Cody Rhodes is plus 100, The Rock plus 300, Stone Cold Steve Austin plus 600, Sami Zayn plus 900, Seth Rollins plus 1900. Matt.
Jay Uso.
Juso.
I would not hate that if that happens, actually. Tim.
So after I've overdosed on Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
Is that sugar free or is that full test?
Tim, you are going to be seeing sound if you drink 3 of those on Saturday. You understand that, right?
I can't wait to just sit still and sound like a halogen bulb.
Like, my goodness.
This is Tim's last podcast with us.
I am worried for you and for
my heart's
Marcus.
going to turn into a baked potato and I'll have 3 seconds to live. But after I've done all that and I've sung the praises of LA Knight and I've had my last sip of NyQuil, the narcotic comes back.
There it is.
It's Cody Rhodes, baby. Cody Rhodes.
There it is. Intern Mark.
Yeah.
Cody. Well, my heart's saying Cody, but my mind is saying a returning Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
I hope.
Man.
A guy can dream.
I would love to see Randy Orton back, but I don't need him winning the Rumble.
I'm going to go with him.
This would be his 3rd time, right?
It would.
Yes.
It would be
Him
his
hear
third.
voices in his head.
And
has anyone else won 3 but Stone Cold?
Austin.
Stone
I think
Cold Steve Austin.
won.
Yeah, so he would only be
Austin's won 3. Edge has won 2.
People have won 2.
Edge has won 2. Brock has won 2.
Batista
Hogan won
won
2.
2.
Batista won 2. Shawn Michaels won 2. Hulk won 2.
Yeah. Hulk won back to back.
All right, we said
So,
Shawn Michaels has won 2.
Has Brock won 2?
Brock's won 2.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
What about the
Cena's
model
won
Rick
2.
Martel?
He has
He
not
could come
won
back.
any.
No.
He has not won any. Sami Zayn.
Triple H has won 2.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Sami Zayn and Jey Uso, I think, are dark horse candidates.
Can I tell you what my fantasy booking is?
Sure.
We're going to get 2 winners of the Rumble this year.
Oh, they're gonna do the double spot again.
I think
Cody and Rock?
and Sammy. I think Sammy makes it to the final 2, and he's trying to defend the honor of the bloodline. And if he wins it by himself, he can relinquish the spot. Roman can skate in. But because it's tied, that way, if there's 2 winners, Cody can say, I only want to go after the WWE Championship, which means Sammy
can go
has the opportunity to go after the Universal title, which means Roman Reigns gets to wrestle twice at WrestleMania. Ooh, yes. And then Roman Reigns beats Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes back-to-back nights at WrestleMania. I can't wait, dude.
Awful.
It sounds great.
I think
love
that's how
wrestling.
you get The Rock at WrestleMania. If the story is true that he's not ring ready, you can have Sammy acknowledge the real
I
head of
also
the table,
don't buy
Dwayne
that for a
Johnson,
fucking minute.
and then The Rock is in Sammy's corner, and then that can set up WrestleMania next year, Roman Reigns versus The Rock.
I'd bet $7 if The Rock is in ring shape.
He's better in ring shape than I am.
I mean, here's the deal.
And my fat ass could waddle out there and get thrown out of the ring.
For sure.
I could fucking do it.
Here's the deal. Let's
You can
pretend
take a bump like that, Ryan?
Over the top ropes once.
It would have to be one of those slow ones where they put me over onto the apron and then I
That's all I have to
my
fucking
ass
take
and then
is
flop
one.
to the floor.
Just sit me on the top rope. I'll sit myself on the top rope and somebody
I can
push
fall
me.
like a motherfucker.
I bet you can. Gravity is a son of a bitch.
It does the work for you.
Let's just pretend Rock is in the best ring shape of his career right now.
Don't
let's
threaten me with a
pretend-
good time.
Let's pretend that. Why would he say that he is?
Well, he's in Belgium trying to get the coffee, first of all.
But you know what I mean? Why would he be like, yeah, I'm 100% ring ready? Why would you tip your hand if the story is he's going to come back and wrestle at Mania?
That would be a dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway. Let's see here.
Rock had big testicles.
Why does Cody need to win the Rumble to get to this spot, though?
Because
I
it's
think
Cody,
he
baby.
will. I think
who else is it?
Dude, they've been building his return so much like the Triple H return from the quad injury.
It's a beautiful day.
That's the only thing that's missing at this point.
Did Triple H win that Rumble?
He did.
So you don't think this is too obvious? That they
No,
want
I think
you
it's
to think
100%
that Cody's
obvious,
gonna win.
and that's okay. Sometimes obvious is okay.
Yeah, not everything needs to be special, or not everything needs to be like a surprise. You know, like
You
the
just
participants
said
in
you
the
enjoy
Rumble.
surprise of when somebody comes out in the Rumble.
But I don't need to have the surprise of 23 people not knowing who they are.
But you know who they are.
Let's see here. Devin is Sami Zayn. Mike says, adrenaline in my soul. Something. Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to rip my shirt off.
Thank God you're going to be at Marcus's.
Now we can
just
rip it
for
off.
the rest of
Baby
the
Cookie's gonna be so
code for
sad.
the-
Man, I just feel
Mountain
bad
Dew.
for. I feel bad for Marcus's wife and child.
Are you
That's
just
consortium,
awkwardly taking it
Uncle
off, or are
Tim.
you Hulk Hogan
I'm
it all?
I'm
have to tear
ripping
it.
it. I'm
You can't
Nikki
just-
Bella
Right,
in my
you should
shirt.
be-
Just
popped up
slowly lifted over his head.
No,
like
no
Chris
offense, but
Farley
look
and
at
Billy
Tim.
Madison.
Yes, look at Tim.
Code
That seems
purple
to
or
be
whatever
what
the
would
fuck
happen.
it's
I'm
called.
ripping. I'm wearing my rattiest shirt so I can just
I was
rip it in
gonna say,
half.
You can just snip at the top.
I'm
with
nervous he's
scissors
going
and
to rip
just tear
his
quick.
chest off after drinking 3 things of that shit black. I'm not worried
That is a
about the shirt.
concern.
Available for a limited time. Also me.
Scotty says Cody and Seth are 1 and 2. He likes Sami Zayn to win in a swerve.
Swerve, bro.
Brian said he has to go buy some GD Pitch Black. Scotty, there is no chance that Vince McMahon is on this show, much less wins the Rumble. Come on, Scotty. You got to be fucking trolling with that comment. Honest to God.
Don't
You can't
put
say
that out
out
there,
loud,
Jim.
Jeez,
So, Jim, you're telling us there's no chance that's what he's got?
no chance. That's right. That is right.
What do you mean, no
Is the
chance?
machine too
No
strong?
chance in hell.
Oh,
Scotty says he think. Okay, let's close with this. I know we're a little longer than normal, but that's fine.
We're going long.
Scotty says he thinks the crowd will turn on Cody if Sammy is eliminated, similar to the year Batista won,
Nah, it's a
Similar
Texas
to the
crowd.
year
They're
Roman
humbling.
Reigns one.
or
You put
that.
this in New York or Philadelphia, maybe, but I don't think the Texas crowd would. I don't think
here's
they're
the
as
thing.
smart as Northeast fans.
The fans turned on Batista because they wanted Daniel Bryan in the Rumble, and he was never announced for the Rumble. And idiot fans were like, "Oh, well, he's here, so he might as well be in the Rumble."
Oh, dude, he's coming
And
out
he's
at
not.
number 30.
And Rey Mysterio comes out at number 30,
Fucking Ray.
and they
Man,
boo
they
him,
booed him.
boo the shit out of him, boo the dog piss out.
That
of him.
was Pittsburgh, right?
That was Philadelphia.
Yes. No,
Yeah,
the
the
Batista
Reigns-
Rumble
Reigns-
was Pittsburgh.
Yeah, the
Reigns
Vince
was
was one.
Oh,
Philly.
okay. Oh, okay.
So Batista wins that Rumble, and the fans chant for Roman because they really wanted Daniel Bryan. So Sammy's gonna. I think the fans will revolt if Sammy's not in the Rumble. If he's in the Rumble and he loses, he had his chance. If you don't put him in, then the fans are like, we want Sammy, and then shit's gonna go crazy, and then it's gonna be Cody Rhodes and Omos as the final 2, and fans are gonna go, we want
Okay, so
Omos.
Scotty says he's referring to the Brian Reigns, the 2015. This isn't even the same thing, though. Like the Roman Reigns thing, the reason, first off, that was in Philly, right?
That was
Yeah.
Philly.
First off, that's in Philly.
Was Daniel Bryan even in that Rumble?
Didn't he get eliminated really early?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He got eliminated early. Reigns ended up winning. The difference here is people want Cody back, and I think want Cody in this spot. Like I understand Sami Zayn is a hot hand, certainly a wild card to win it because of the bloodline storyline. But people want Cody to win as well. Like
People
this
want
isn't
Cody,
a situation of Roman because at that point, like people were tired of Roman Reigns being force fed down our throats, right?
That's what they've done with Cody Rhodes for the last month.
Hey,
yes,
he's a returning
Nobody
hero.
wants that.
It's not
Give
a
us
guy.
a surprise, and nobody boos Cody. There's a good chance it happens.
No,
Scotty, I'm
Not-
on your
not-
side. Absolutely,
not at all.
Hit the button.
Not at all. When Cody Rhodes
0.0.
when Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble, the crowd will go banana.
If Cody eliminates Sammy,
He will not.
I don't think he's going to be the one that
I thought
eliminates
that was
Sammy.
part of this.
No, I think it's
I
just
thought that was the point. If
just
Cody
if Sammy
eliminates
is eliminated.
Sammy.
He just said the crowd will turn on Cody if Sammy is eliminated.
Oh, okay.
Period.
I don't think Cody is doing.
Yeah,
the
that
eliminating.
wouldn't happen. If Cody does the eliminating, then I could see some boos.
I think if the WWE is concerned about that, you have Sami Zayn say, "Hey, I acknowledge you. I'm not even going to enter into this Rumble," and then he's not in the Rumble. And
Or
then you can organically get to him getting kicked out. But that's like Sammy's last test is saying, "Nope, I'm not even in the Rumble."
Or he goes into the Rumble and then Roman sends Solo to put the hit on Sammy, and Solo eliminates Sammy.
And I think it'll be, like Mike says, he thinks like Austin Theory will be the one to do it. I think if you have a heel that does it, Baron Corbin, like if you have a heel that does it, then you take the heat off of Cody as well. I think Sammy could be eliminated before Cody's even in the match. Then you really avoid that.
I think Cody's coming in early.
You think?
I think it makes first.
Does Cody go coast to coast?
WWE's been saving a lot of money not having that pyro budget going off. So they've stockpiled about 17,000 Roman candles. They can just shoot all of them motherfuckers off at the same time. And everything's bigger in Texas. Pharaoh better watch his ass because they put earmuffs on that dog because that shit's gonna fucking scorch the earth when the pyro hits.
Does he go 3? They started out and he's the first entrant, like 3.
I could see that.
I could see that too. I think he could be 1 or 2. I mean, there's no reason to believe he's not.
I'd be more surprised if he was not in the top 3 than if he was.
I actually kind of agree. Either that or he would. I mean, well, yeah, you don't want to do him at 30 because obviously if he isn't out by then, or
you can't save him to 30.
You could because then after 29, people just start chanting for Cody the last.
I feel like they saved that for like an actual surprise. That's when The Rock would come out at 30.
If they don't announce
Holy hell.
Cody comes 30.
I don't think they've actually announced any actual spots. Like I don't think they do that. Remember when they used to do the
lottery?
Yeah, the lottery thing. Yeah, they don't do that anymore so I think that the more possible scenario of the crowd turning is if number 30 is an unannounced, like one of the currently 16, if all 16 of those have entered and you get to 29, I think the people are going to start chanting for The Rock. And if that
it's going to be R-Truth.
Right. If the music does, well, no, R-Truth is on the injured reserve right now.
People over there, what's up?
How long has he been out? He should be back soon, no?
No, that was just last month. He blew his knee out.
Oh, that was
It'll be Rick Boogs. It'll be the returning Rick Boogs.
I can't wait for the Boogeyman to show up.
But yeah, like if it's
It'll
not
be-
The Rock at 30, I think that's where people could potentially.
Is Corbin announced?
It's Mil Mascaras.
Yes. Corbin has been announced.
Okay.
Yeah,
No job, mi amigo.
Corbin has been announced. All right, that's where we're going to wrap things up for the live show. Make sure you are following along with us. Subscribed on all podcast platforms and YouTube, so you do not miss the Tuesday podcast. Appreciate all the interaction tonight. It makes our job that much more enjoyable when everybody is here.
What it does is makes the show go long. Look what you've done.
That's okay.
Look,
18 minutes over.
We did that for you, Ryan. But
I
make
gotta
sure you
get to the grocery store.
make sure you are following us on our social media at 3 Count Thursday, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Get our merchandise over at tpublic.com. And until next week, enjoy the Rumble. WrestleMania season is about to begin. So soak it in, enjoy it. And until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and go for the pin.